Sairam children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine at your homes. So children, I welcome you in your environmental studies class, and today we are going to start a new chapter from our book Social Studies. Okay children, before starting the chapter, we are going to read something. A traffic accident causes injury or even death. It also damages the vehicle involved. How is a traffic accident different from the distraction caused by earthquake? In these sentences, there are two things to discuss. One is they are talking about traffic accidents and the distraction caused by earthquake. Traffic accident is man-made, while earthquake occur naturally. Right? It occur naturally. So, when the thing occurs naturally, the level of distraction is high. The level of distraction is more if we compare it with the accident. Right? In accident, it causes injury or even death of the persons or vehicles involved, like two vehicles. If two bike riders are riding at a very high very fast speed, and they by default they met with an accident. So only two bikes and two bikers are involved in that, right? But when we are talking about earthquake, the distraction is very high, means as it occurs naturally, and the word earth is there. Earth means a very big thing. Okay, it damages houses, buildings, right? So the level of distraction in earthquake is quite high, is more. So what do we call earthquake? What do we call earthquake? So our chapter is about natural disaster. Chapter number 15 from the book Social Studies. I hope you all are ready with your books and pencils. Open chapter number 15, natural disasters. So what is a natural disaster? First of all, we have to know that what is a disaster, and then what is a natural disaster. So first of all, we should know about disaster. What is a disaster? What is the meaning of disaster? The meaning of disaster is unexpected damage. Alright, the meaning of disaster is unexpected damage. Clear? Now, what is a natural disaster? What is a natural disaster? A natural disaster is a calamity caused by nature. A natural disaster is a calamity caused by nature. It means it is an unexpected damage caused by nature. It is an unexpected damage which is caused by nature. And now, what kind of damages caused by nature means what natural disasters are there. We have floods, volcanic eruption, earthquakes, tsunamis, droughts and hindrances. You must have heard that if flood come, a natural disaster, volcanic eruption, that is also a natural disaster, earthquakes, tsunamis, droughts and hindrances. These all occurs naturally, means only nature is behind this. Only nature is behind all these disasters. No human involvement in this. So, natural disaster is a calamity caused by nature. They can immense damage to human life and property. You must know that if earthquake comes or tsunami comes or volcanic eruption or flood came, it will damage the human life as well as properties. Right? So, what is first of all, what is disaster? The meaning of disaster is an unexpected damage. Then the second question came, what is natural disaster? Then the meaning of natural disaster is, it is a natural calamity which is caused by nature and they can immense damage to human life and property. For example, floods, volcanic eruptions, earthquake, tsunami, drought and hindrances. I hope this slide is clear. Damage, disaster, unexpected damage. Natural disaster is a calamity caused by nature. They can immense damage to human life and property. For example, flood, volcanic eruption, earthquake, tsunami, drought and hindrances. These are the pictures. These are some pictures showing the natural disasters caused by nature. Earthquake, flood, cyclone, drought. These are also flood. These all are naturally occurring disasters or calamities which caused damage to human life as well as property. Okay. First of all, we are going to discuss about earthquake. What? We are going to discuss about earthquake. Yes. When earthquake occurs, the ground shakes. When earthquake occurs, the ground shakes. An earthquake is a sudden tremor on the earth's surface. It is caused by movement deep inside the earth. Whenever there is a movement deep inside the earth, it causes earthquake. Because of earthquake, the land shakes. You must have heard the news on news channels that earthquake came, the fan is moving itself, the doors are opening and closing itself. So why is it so? Because when earthquake occurs, the ground shakes, because there are some movement deep inside the earth and it is sudden. The earthquake is sudden. All right. A severe earthquake can cause death and widespread destructions. Buildings collapse, road caves, trees fall, and bridges break. There may be fires because of the snapping of electric wires and flood because of the bursting of dams. After an earthquake, people have to live in tents for many weeks till they can build their homes again. So what are the causes occurs after the earthquake? A severe earthquake means when the level of earthquake is high, is severe, is more, then it may cause widespread destruction and even death. Building collapse, roads cave in means get down, trees may fall, bridges breaks, and sometimes there may be fire because of the snapping of electric wires, and floods because of the bursting of, and sometimes flood also came because of the bursting of dams. So after earthquake people have to live in tents because because for building home again you need few weeks, right? Earthquakes are very common in certain parts of India such as Himalayan region. In India we are talking about, there are certain common areas in India or parts of India where the earthquake are very common, means it often came. The first of all is Himalayan region. Now, example of earthquake, a massive earthquake in Gujarat on 26 January 2001 caused severe devastation. In that, about 20,000 people die. In that, 20,000 people die. See the level of severe earthquake on 26 January 2001 in Gujarat. In that, it has a widespread destruction and 20,000 people died. Many were rendered homeless and lost their belongings, means their properties. Okay. Sometimes earthquake doesn't cause anything because sometimes it is very low, and sometimes it may cause severe destruction of life, of human life as well as properties. If somebody asks you, if in question it may ask about the earthquake, you have to write down the earthquake in Gujarat on 26 January 2001. About 20,000 people died, many were rendered homeless and lost their belongingness. Alright. The study of earthquake is called seismology. The study on earthquake or the study of earthquakes is called seismology. Instruments called seismographs records the shaking of the land. First of all, study of earthquake is called seismology. Instruments that are used to record the shaking of land, or the instrument is used to record the level of earthquake is called seismographs. Alright. The intensity of an earthquake is measured from 1 to 10 on a Richter scale. Okay, sometimes there is few days back there is earthquake. Some people feel that, and some people doesn't, because the level of earthquake is very low. It is about it is approx it is around in North Indian, means north region of India, it is about 3.5. So it means the intensity of earthquake is measured from 1 to 10 on a Richter scale. Okay, see now, earthquake of intensity 3 or less on a Richter scale is of low intensity. Means some people may felt it, some people may not. Alright. First of all, the study of earthquake is called seismology. The instrument used to measure the level or the intensity of earthquake is called seismograph. The intensity of earthquake is measured on a Richter scale, and Richter scale from 1 to 10. The intensity of earthquake 3 or less than 3 is a very low intensity earthquake. Some such earthquake occurs almost every day around the world. Means less than 3. Low intensity means low intensity earthquake occurs almost every day around the world. They do not cause much damage. All right. And earthquake of intensity of 6 or above. Remember this thing. An earthquake of intensity 6 or above will cause massive destruction. The earthquake of intensity of 6 or above will cause massive destruction. While constructing buildings and bridges, care must be taken to see that the designs are earthquake proof. Okay. If you see building is constructing, okay, you may go and ask that whether this building is earthquake proof or not. The engineer will say yes or no. Means they have to design the building in such a way that it will protect the building from earthquake. It will not cause much damage to the building. Okay. Such buildings and bridges swept with the earthquake but do not collapse. Okay. We have to take certain few precautions. And the precautions are: an earthquake can be felt by shaking of the ground and swaying of fans or pictures on the wall. If you feel an earthquake, run out of the building immediately. If you feel earthquake or shaking of ground or swaying of pictures or fan on the wall, that means that is an earthquake. Run out of the building immediately to the safest place, whichever the safest place is outside, away from the building and tall trees, where nothing will fall on you. Okay. What is the first step? You have to go out of your home or building. You have to find the safest place outside where there is no building, no tall trees, where nothing will fall on you. Second, if you are unable to run out, take shelter under a table or protect yourself from falling objects. If you are unable to run out, then what you have to do? You have to take shelter under a table. To protect yourself from falling objects. Alright? This is the second precaution which you have to take during earthquake, when you feel an earthquake. Third one, do not enter any building even after the earthquake stops. Do not enter any building even after the earthquake stops. There is always a danger of damaged portion falling later. Also, smaller shocks like aftershock shakes the earth repeatedly, even several days after the earthquake. All right. First of all, when you feel an earthquake, run out of the building and find the safest place outside, where there is no buildings, no trees. Okay. The second one, if you are unable to run out, take a shelter under the table where you protect yourself from falling objects. Done. Second. Third, do not enter any building even after the earthquake stops. When earthquake stops, still there is some damage, there is some danger. That danger is damaged portion falling later. Alright, you don't have to enter immediately in the building. First of all, the people will come, means the fire brigade or police will come and check that place, whether that place is now safe for you or not. Until and unless, you will not enter in any building even after the earthquake. Okay, children? I hope you're going to read this chapter till here. Okay? We will continue this chapter in our next video. Till then, read the chapter, read the whole chapter to understand it more clearly. Okay? Sai Ram.